What's up, guys? Today I wanted to discuss my understanding of what a personal brand is, because it's very easy for us to think, oh, a personal brand, someone posting on Instagram, someone posting their day in their life or something. But what really is a personal brand, right? And then what is coaching? And then how can you combine those two things together to not go too far to one side or not too far to the other side? Because this is what I've been thinking about recently a lot. And I want to talk about the different components of each thing and also my philosophy behind the entire principle of why I'm doing this. And yeah, I hope this serves as a video, to people who are watching. It might inspire you guys. It might help you guys think, oh, maybe I should do this too. Or it might just help you guys think of things in a different way. And maybe when you see people on Instagram, you might think of it a bit differently now. And I also want to share a few things I've been working on today. Today I sat with Claude and I paid my yearly subscription for Claude. And we just sat there for about 6 or 7 hours, and we just started building my Notion dashboard, which I'm building right now. I'm doing some automations with Zapier. So we're going to talk about all of this today. First thing I want to mention, this video is being recorded no, I'm kidding. It is being recorded though. So I've set up a Zapier automation. Zapier is just like, it's like plug and play. So you don't have to really code that much. You just say, oh, this app, combine type thing, if that's easy to understand. But yeah, so from now on, when I make these YouTube videos, every time I upload a YouTube video, it's going to get automatically transcripted and entered into a database that I've set up. So I can make my YouTube videos, I can talk about how my day is going, I can talk about how I'm feeling, I can talk about the beliefs I'm having, the mindset I'm in, etc. And it's all just going to get logged into a database that I've made. So pretty awesome stuff. So these videos, I'm considering, honestly, making 2 separate YouTubes. One where I just sit here and talk for 20 minutes every day about just random stuff with no agenda, genuinely just reflecting on my life. And then one where I tailor towards the actual coaching business that I'm trying to create, right? But once again, there you go, 2 worlds colliding, coaching and personal branding, right? So let's talk about it, right? I want to start firstly without even talking about personal branding or talking about coaching, and just talking about the 2 different types of business, right? Because obviously in business, let's say you have a lawn mowing business, or you own a pub, or you own an investment bank, or you own, underwater scuba diving company that cleans boats, whatever business you have. There's 2 types of business. One is traditional business, or arbitrage business. You're setting this business up because there's an opportunity in the market and you think, okay, this would be good if I set this business up here and I provided this service and did the thing, right? So let's say there's no pizza shops in some certain suburb, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna set up a pizza shop so that people have more variety, and then people will want to come to my shop because there's pizza, right? And there's no pizza anywhere else. And then there's the other type of business, which is how do I describe? Heart-driven business, or it's an extension of your personality, right? And you might not think of many businesses like that, but I'm gonna maybe challenge your perception and think that McDonald's is a heart-driven business. Now, what am I talking about? Well, back in the early days before McDonald's, there was no fast food, right? There was no cheap, delicious burgers that were made in 5-10 minutes, right? But if you guys watched the McDonald's thing, I honestly haven't even watched the McDonald's thing, so I don't know why I'm using this example. But anyway, my point is, the guy who made McDonald's was wow, I want to build this business that delivers quick, fast burgers and makes people happy and blah, 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 right? So it wasn't built with okay, there was obviously an opportunity in the market. This was a terrible example. But anyway, my point is, there's 2 types of business. One business is running solely because there's an opportunity in the market and the person doesn't really care about what the business is. They're just doing it for business. And the other business is an extension of yourself, an extension of your beliefs, right? If you look at different AI companies, for example, this is something that I've actually looked at recently, right? Look at ChatGPT and Anthropic, right? Because we're going to get to AI later. So, well, we've already talked about it. We're going to get to more of it. Look at the two companies, right? One of them stands for like morality and like, being ethical and building a AI business that's, conscious of the consumers, blah, blah, blah. And one of them stands more for just like optimization, efficiency. Morals aren't really a thing. We're just here to optimize, right? So that's ChatGPT, and then Anthropic would be more like more conscious of the consumers, right? And that's just an extension of the founder of the company, right? Look at Sam Altman and then look at the Anthropic founders, right? It's just an extension of their beliefs and their values and who they are. And most businesses, honestly, I would say are like this. Even investment companies like hedge funds, right? Different hedge funds have different strategies, and they're all run by these people, right? And how are the hedge funds like known? Oh, ARK Invest, that's Kathy Wood's hedge fund. Berkshire Hathaway, that's Warren Buffett's hedge fund. And those people have different personalities and different views on the world and different values, and their hedge funds are run differently according to their values, right? So my point is, there's two businesses, right? One run out of the heart and one run out of the mind, I guess, right? And personal branding is very much run out of the heart, right? Because at the end of the day, it's an extension of who you are. You have to document your journey. You have to document the things you've been through, your struggles, who you are, your personality, your opinions, right? And then you aim to build a business off that, right? So what's at the core of a personal brand, right? What is at the very core of the personal brand? Well, it's you, of course. It's whoever you are, right? And there's no right answer. Just like in a hedge fund, there's no right answer for how you should invest, right? It's entirely up to the person running the fund, and it's entirely up to the person running the personal brand. In fact, if everybody ran the personal brand the same way and shared the same content, well, then we wouldn't have personal brands and no one would care because no one would be different, right? So my point I'm getting at is that the asset, the asset, let's say for McDonald's, is burgers, right? The asset is hamburgers, right? But the asset here is you. Not in a way that you're selling yourself, but in a way that you were the thing creating value in the business. So when people start a personal brand, and when I first started a personal brand, I was like, okay, go, post, followers, views, right? And I was like, oh, we have to pump out content. It was good. Like, I learned how to edit videos, and I learned how to do talking heads and talk cohesively and blah, 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 right? So it wasn't bad. But I hadn't really built much of a personal asset, right? And what do I mean by this? I don't mean that you have to be someone who's achieved a lot of things to start a personal brand. I don't mean like that you have to be this locked-in guy, or you have to have achieved all these things in your life, or be someone that other people are like, wow, this guy's the best, or something like that, right? Not at all. I just mean that you have to understand your story, and you have to understand who you are, and you have to understand your journey. And it's all good and well if you have a base understanding of your journey, but look, at the end of the day, people aren't going to buy something off you, or people aren't going to trust you or listen to you if you don't have like deep understanding of yourself and you don't show a lot of vulnerability. So I don't show a lot of vulnerability on my Instagram, to be totally honest with you, and that is something I need to work on, right? So we're not perfect. I'm not perfect at all. But my point is, the asset is you. The asset is your story. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm trying to build a database of myself, build a centralized, focused storage point of my story, of who I am, of my beliefs, and then everything will expand out of it, right? Just like you have love, you have energy, you have belief in your soul, and all creation of your life expands out of it, right? The same thing with your personal brand. And so what am I doing, right? Well, I've already written out about 50,000 words of my life story, right? I'm going to do more. I haven't done enough. I need to do more. There's more people I need to do. And there's more experiences I need to talk about. I've talked about maybe I'll double it. I think I'll probably do double what I've done so far, which is going to be a mission, but I will have to do it. Anyway, the second thing I've done is I've started setting up these systems, right? To track me, to track my thoughts and track my beliefs. Because at the end of the day, that's all we are. We're just a bunch of beliefs and we're a story. And the story is just things that happen in our past and how you want to interpret them, right? Everyone has a different story. about different people, and I have a different story about myself than what my friend would have about me or whatever, right? So there's all these past experiences, but don't let them define you, because they don't define you. They can just be used to define a story about you, but that's not who you are. Who you are, though, in the current moment, is your beliefs. And then who are you actually? Well, you're the person behind the beliefs, looking at the guy choosing the beliefs. But for the sake of this video, we will stay in the physical reality. So you are the person, well, you are the beliefs, right? You're a string of beliefs. And you have thousands of beliefs, right? Someone could interview and ask you questions all day long about what's your belief this, what's your belief that, blah, 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 right? And that makes you up. That makes up who you are. So you're a story, you are experiences that have happened, and you are beliefs. So I am documenting my beliefs over time at the moment. As you can see on this video, I'm just talking about my beliefs and things I think. Obviously, nothing I'm saying is factual, right? It's just my belief at the current moment in time. And I'm building this database of all my beliefs over time and my journey over time. And I have to go and do that harder work, right? Writing down all these past things and sitting there and trying to get all this stuff that's already happened. But from this point moving forward, I can systemize it and I can automate it so that my story and my beliefs and stuff are just tracked and built up over time. So then if I can get as much of this stuff from before, then great, I've got it. And then moving forward, I can just add to it. And I just add this ball and just get this ball just gets bigger and bigger and bigger of all my experiences and all my beliefs and stuff that's happening. So what am I doing to do this? Well, I want to talk about my Notion setup right now. You guys maybe know what Notion is, note-taking app, right? I'm going to use it for my goals as well because, well, I have a degree I have to finish and I have a certificate for in fitness that I have to do as well. And those are going to be hard and time consuming, but I have to do them, right? And on top of that, I also have to do this whole personal brand thing. So I'm trying to set up systems to make it as efficient as possible and also just stay on track of things, right? So one of the systems I've set up, automatically transcribe every single YouTube video I make. Another system I've set up, whenever I want, I can just whip up Claude and just start talking to it. You say, yo, save this to my notes. I could be like, oh, what's up, Claude? I'm at the shops right now and I saw this girl and I thought she was really pretty, but then I was scared to go and talk to her, so I didn't talk to her, and I had this weird feeling in my body when she kind of glanced in my direction. I got all tense, and then I kind of walked off, and then I went back to my car, and I was like, damn, why did I do that? I should have talked to that girl. Can you put that in my notes, please? And then it will put it into another database on Notion that I have, because what Notion is really just a bunch of databases, right? But put that onto my Notion, another database with a timestamp. So bang, documented another experience, another belief, another thought, another feeling I had over time. And I'm just going to build it and build it and build it and build it. And my whole idea of this is I'm not fucking leaving, boys. I'm not going anywhere. Think about the personal brands that are the best, like Gary Vee, maybe Alex Eubanks, or I don't know, Andrew Tate or whatever. These people have been around for a long time. People don't know that Andrew Tate has been on TV and stuff for good 10, 20 years, kickboxing, going on Love Island and shit. And Gary Vee, well, he's been around for 10 years. Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, all these guys. Now, I'm not saying I want to be like Jake Paul or Logan Paul or Andrew Tate or Gary Vee. I want to be me, right? But my point is, these guys have been on the internet for a good part of a decade, right? And if you want to have a good personal brand, have a leverageable personal brand, well, it's a game of attrition. It's a game of how long are you going to stick around for, and how long are you going to document your story, and how long are you going to share your opinions for, right? And if you can systemize that and make it as efficient as possible and make it as automatic as possible, well, then you're setting yourself up in the best position to build that foundation of your story and your journey and your beliefs, right? So that's what the systems are doing. Another one I set up is automatically tracking my Strava. So when I post a run on Strava, it will automatically update into my database as well. That's more of a fitness goal. And I'll also track all my workouts in there. So I'm basically tracking my fitness journey and my mindset journey because, well, I want to do coaching with fitness and mindset, right? So how does coaching tie into this whole thing, right? Because you can do anything with a personal brand. You don't have to just do coaching. You can sell, or you can be sponsored. You can sell a product, whatever. But I want to do coaching. And let me explain how I think this works at the moment in time. Once again, everyone is a set of beliefs. I am a set of beliefs. You are a set of beliefs. You have problems in your life because you have beliefs that are creating these problems, right? Fuck you if you think that something outside of yourself is the reason you are the way you are. You're lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself, right? Everything is your fault. Okay, obviously not if somebody came in and killed your family or something, but you understand what I mean. Your circumstances are your fault to most of the degree, right? And it's all because of your beliefs and who you think you are and your thoughts you have every day and the thoughts you decide to act on. So how does a coaching business work? Well, the coach or whatever, the person you're paying, has different beliefs to you and has solved the problems that you are currently facing because of the beliefs you haven't changed yet. So my analysis of what I think a coaching business is, or what I think Instagram for a coaching business should be at least, is you filter in these beliefs, right? All these people, let's say somebody has 10 beliefs, right? And there's all these people floating around on Instagram, like watching videos. And your videos need to attract just not all 10 beliefs, just one belief, right? Target one belief with a video. Bang. You've got this belief guy now. Now you've got him in the funnel. You've got him in your algorithm. And you push him further into your algorithm and you make videos that break down that belief. Make him realize, oh, hold on, this belief doesn't serve me. This belief is holding me back, right? But you don't say, like, none of this stuff you're doing, you're going and you're being like, oh, you believe the reason you, well, okay, once again, this is something I do on Instagram. And this is good that I'm making these videos because I need to reflect and I need to change my approach, right? But you don't do this by calling them out and being like, dude, you do it by telling your story. Because at the end of the day, you're not like some guru scam artist. Like, you genuinely had these beliefs that were holding you back and now you've changed them and you've overcome them and you've improved your life. You're not scamming people or something. Like, you're not stealing their money. You're actually helping them, right? And the only way you're going to actually help them is if you've actually been through what they've been through. So you can actually help them, right? Which is what you have to do. So you break down their beliefs by sharing your story, because no one wants to be talked to or like talked at. They want to be talked with or like related to, or like someone else share their story and they're like, oh wow, I resonate with that, right? So that's what it is. You need to share your story. So you should target one belief, bring the belief into the funnel, into the algorithm, break down the belief through your own story, and then replace the belief. Give them an alternative, right? So you're motivating them to change. You're solving the problem. You're telling them how to solve it, and you're inspiring them of like who they're going to be like when they change their belief, right? And if you can get someone to change a belief, or you can get someone to implement a new habit and it actually serves them and they actually see a benefit in their life, boom, now you have a lot more influence over them, right? Once again, not in a malicious way, in a good way. If somebody told you to do something and it helped you out and it changed your life and it made your life better, you would listen to them. You would like want to listen to more things of what they have to say, right? And then eventually you would want to pay them to help you individually, right? Because that's what creates authority, is actually like telling someone what to do and they do it and then it actually benefits them. So once again, we're not scamming people. We're actually trying to help people here, but you're creating a system that helps someone. And the way you help them is by breaking down their beliefs that are holding them back. So I'm systemizing this whole thing, right? I'm collecting all my beliefs. I'm collecting all my stories. I'm collecting all my experiences. Then we're going to convey all these experiences and all these beliefs and hopefully attract people that had the same beliefs and then change their beliefs. And I'm going to change their beliefs through my own story and actively through my story of like who I am every single day. And then people are going to change their lives and they're going to, I'm going to get paid, they're going to get changed, and everyone's going to win, right? So that's my approach at the moment. This video was a bit of a not very engaging one, to be totally honest. I have a bit of a sore throat because I've been literally talking to Claude for like more than 6 hours straight, setting up the Notion. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. I'm building these systems. Once again, I've slowed down a bit on actually making reels because I want to build out these systems and build out this foundation, because the house is going to come falling down if I don't have the foundation. Like, I can just keep spamming reels all day and keep getting like, 10, 20 followers a day or whatever, however many. But like, if it's just about some bullshit and it's just about like virality, then it's not helping anyone, firstly, and secondly, it's not sustainable and it's not enjoyable. So I'm pulling the bow back so I can fucking shoot the arrow forward as fuck. So yeah, anyway, that's what I'm doing at the moment. 20 minutes in now. Let's go. I'm trying to like make longer videos because at the end of the day, like I feel like these YouTube videos should really be the very bottom of the funnel, right? Either you're watching this because you're my friend, Trev. If you've made it this far, you're a real one, bro. I don't think anyone else watches this, like the videos, like almost every video this far. So you're the GOAT, bro. But anyway, the point is these videos are supposed to be like the very bottom of the funnel, right? So like no one's gonna watch a 20-minute video by you if they don't care about what you have to say or they're not interested in you, right? So you interest them with your story on Instagram, then you funnel them onto YouTube. You hit them with some long form shit where you actually get really in depth and get them to realize and understand like, oh wow, this guy's the same as me. He's just understood things that I don't understand. And then they are going to pay you money, right? Once again, when I say pay you money, I don't mean like, yeah, that's right, motherfucker, I got money now. Like, I mean like they're paying you money because you're giving them value. Like there's a value exchange, right? You're helping them. They're paying you amount of money that's worth your help. You're not scamming people, right? So yeah, that's my current understanding. This is my beliefs at this date, 19th of August. And maybe in a year it's going to be different, right? But I'm still going to be here posting videos in a year. Still going to be here building my personal brand in a year. I'm still going to be here coaching people in a year. I'm not fucking leaving. I'm going to just spend my time in the game and I'm going to get my rewards as we go, right? The longer you're in the game, the better you get. You know, it's, you could be the best lifter, the best bodybuilder in the world, but if you only work out for a year, you know, some dude who's average at working out but just keeps doing it for 5 years is going to dominate you, right? So that's what we're here for. We're here for a long time, not a short time, and we're here to help people and inspire people, not to steal their money. And the long way of doing this is by actually building out the systems first correctly and building the foundation correctly and doing the hard work and doing the boring work and doing the sad work, because reflecting is sad, that other personal brands don't want to do because, well, they either don't understand how a personal brand works or they can't be bothered, or they're just doing it for the dopamine, for the followers, which I was doing. Don't get me wrong. I was doing it. But that's maybe why they're doing it. And or they're just doing it for like a quick cash grab. But I'm not. I'm here for the long term. I'm building systems that are going to last. I'm building a foundation that I can build upon. And yeah. So I don't know what the time is right now. It's probably way past my bedtime. I need to actually get some sleep. I keep saying I'm going to get 8 hours and I end up getting 6 every night. But because I'm just building, bro. I'm just enjoying it. I'm really enjoying this. Like, honestly, I'm really enjoying this whole experience. Just like reflecting and being so in my own head in the least selfish way possible. Like, I'm still helping people. I'm still coaching people. But I need to work more on like being more vulnerable on Instagram. And I need to work more on conveying my story more and not like talking at people. I need to talk. I need to share my story and talk with people rather than at them, because I'm not very good at that. I need to get better at that, because otherwise people won't watch. Because if I keep just talking about then like no one's gonna watch, right? So I need to talk more about like my own suffering, my own struggles, and not position myself above people. And I position myself above people because I'm scared, right? I'm scared of what people think of me, and I don't want to look like an idiot. So if I position myself above them, then like it's harder for me to look dumb, because like I'm trying to like look like the smart guy or whatever. But once again, it's all ego, it's all my beliefs, and they're all my fault, right? I'm just scared, and I just believe that people are going to judge me, so I have these not dumb, but just like not optimal actions, right? And if I want to achieve this goal, if I want to get to 10K followers, 10K month coaching, 1,000 YouTube subs, finished degree, finished Cert 4 fitness, these will happen, is written below in red, then there's beliefs that need to be changed, there's systems that need to be built, and there are, thoughts that need to be acted on and thoughts that don't need to be acted on. So that's what we're doing. We're striving every day towards it, and we're going to keep going. So yeah, hope you guys like this one, and I hope you like this one too, Claude, because you'll be analyzing my videos in probably a month's time once I have a nice database of it. But yeah, hi Claude, hi Trev, hi anyone else watching, and goodbye. Thank you.